Greetings, salutations, respect, and love. I'm Scott. You're in the Prog Corner. Oh, today we begin the year-end content. Oh, I'm so excited. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It absolutely is. I love putting these lists together. And I love sitting back and watching other people do their lists. Today, we're starting out with Song of the Year. And that's basically any song that's not an epic. We're not going to be getting into the details of what an epic is or is not. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. But these are just songs, basically any length by any artist. These weren't necessarily the best 25 songs of the year. These were the 25 songs that I enjoyed, that I listened to the most. I got a couple honorable mentions. To start things off, Cyan, Tomorrow's Here Today, off their great last album, Robert Reed and Company. Seven Impale Hydra, such a great track. Peter Gabriel just had 12 awesome songs on his new album, but I'm going with Panopticon as my honorable mention here. Ring Van Mobius, Hex, Gong, My Guitar is a Spaceship, and the Flower King's Beginner's Eyes. Those are my honorable mentions, but here we go. Let's get right into the top 25 best prog songs of 2023, and we start with number 25. And Al Winter and This Winter Machine, Falling Through a Hole in the Sky, the final track off their fourth album, Clockwork Man. Really, really strong. I love these guys. Very cool song. Very good way to end a very good album at number 25. At number 24, man, it's the Anchor It with A Dead Man. Yeah, I had to include a couple heavier artists here. And, if it's not Dream Theater or Haken, I'm probably real reluctant to listen to a lot of prog metal. But when you tell me Andy Tillison's on this record, I'm going to be listening. This is Edward Levitsky, his project. He's a Canadian. He's enlisted a lot of great people, no less than the great Andy Tillison on keyboards all over this thing. It's heavy, but it's really, really good. At number 23, I'm going with Fault Line by the United Progressive Fraternity. This is a collective of Australian musicians, although now it's a worldwide thing. The new album, called Planetary Overload Part 2 Hope, has got contributions from people from Sweden, Hasse Froberg, France, JPL's on it, as well as other Australians, including the great Ben Craven. But Fault Line's the song I'm including here. It's just a great rockin' tune. Really, really fun. Great record. Love United Progressive Fraternity. At number 22, a brand new band out of Norway called Awcrest and their single Arcane Clouds. Very, very cool band. They're a heavy band, but they take their cues from Porcupine Tree as much as from Dream Theater. Their debut album, The Approbation, really, really solid. I did an interview with those guys earlier this year. Just really cool guys. Great band. Good debut album at number 21. We're staying in Norway. Shocker. And Det Dode Barn by Lumsk. This is a band I knew nothing about a year ago. Charisma sent me a copy of their new album from Mede Toner, and I fell in love with it. Look at that artwork, man. Just an amazing album cover. Who are they? What's Lumsk all about? Well, it's a female-fronted Norwegian folk metal band, I guess is the best way to describe it, but the melodies are real, real good. I love this band. I've kind of been obsessed with this album a little bit at number 20. Let's get a little heavier again with Advent Horizon and their song, How Did It Get So Good? 7-minute track that features the great Randy McStein. And I mentioned that because Randy McStein actually was partially responsible for my Song of the Year for 2022, Chrysalis by Ryo Okamoto. And once again, we've got, Randy McStein showing up on this thing. Advent Horizon, this is their third album. You've got Riley McDonald, Mike Lofgreen, Carson Wood, and Grant Matheson. You're going to be hearing big things about this band. Really, really solid. At number 19, let's go to New York. and Ice Age with their amazing track River Flow, second song off their third album, Waves of Loss and Power. And I've been talking this band up all year. If Styx or Saga decided to go a little heavier, it would sound a whole lot like Ice Age. If that sounds good to you, check them out. Really, really solid at number 18. A legacy band that put out an amazing record. It was preceded by a single called Cut from the Stars. Yes, yes, the first single from their 23rd album. A fantastic piece of music, a great piece of songwriting. It's got, a lot of the stuff that we love about Yes. Yeah, there's no John Anderson. I get it. John Davison does a real good job. Billy Sherwood's kind of finding his footing in the band. Jay Shellen, a little more active than Alan White was on the last couple albums. A great track off a really, really solid album at number 17. It's Haken and Elephants Never Forget. Yeah, we're splitting hairs here between what's a song and what's an epic. This thing clocks in at 11 minutes. Clearly the longest song on their latest album, Fauna. But I just love this track. I love how much space it gives new/old keyboard player Peter Jones. He replaces Diego Tejeda, who's moved on to form a new band with Eric Gillette from the Neil Morris Band, so good luck to him. But Elephants Never Forget, my favorite song off Fauna. Really like the album. A nice return to form for Haken, a little bit more progressive. Dynamite song, check it out at number 16. Let's go to Italy and La Bocca della Verita and the lead-off track off their new album, Unconnected. It's the Connected Overture. Just a fantastic song. The whole album is really, really good. This is one of the rare examples where an Italian band started out singing in their mother tongue, switched to English, and the change was actually for the better. Real good record. Highly recommended. La Bocca della Verita. Good band at number 15. Back to Norway, man, and it's Motorpsycho and their song Hotel Daedalus. This came off their latest album, Yay, which is a weird record for them, man. Very acoustic, very folk. But this is the song that reminds you why Motorpsycho are so important. My favorite song off the album by far. Just a great callback to older Motorpsycho, and I just love it at number 14. It's Keep On Moving from DBA, the Downs Braid Association. Chris Braid, who's been writing all these hit songs for all these people. Jeff Downs, who everybody knows. They're getting serious now. Their first couple of records were good. The third album, Halcyon Hymns, was great. This is an even better record called Celestial Songs, and look at that Roger Dean artwork. Really nice pop record. You get a little contribution from Andy Partridge on this record too, so that's not a bad thing. At number 13, we're going to Minnesota and Kimono with the final track off their second album, Mind Out of Mind. The song's called Answers in the Glass. Really great song. Again, it's almost an epic. It's like an 8-minute track, but it shows you everything that makes Kimono so much fun, so interesting. Yeah, they're prog, but it's a different kind of prog. There's so many different influences in Kimono's music that I just love it. They just got signed to Charisma. I'm going to take some credit for that. Absolutely. Why not? And the good news is that their first two albums are going to be reissued on vinyl. And look at that artwork, man. If ever an album needed a vinyl release, it's definitely Kimono. At number 12, it's our good buddy Neil Morse. Yeah, he dropped a Joseph the Dreamer in 2023. A good record, way better than Jesus Christ the Exorcist. Frontiers was very happy with how that record sold, so he contacted Neil, hey, we want more of the same. So Neil came up with the Joseph idea, and he asked him, hey, how about splitting this in 2 albums? They were all gung-ho about it. Can't wait to hear the new one. But Ultraviolet Dreams is the song we're talking about here from the first part of Joseph. Just an amazing track. Doesn't really even sound like a Neil Morris song. It sounds more like, I don't know, Jimi Hendrix or Cream or something like that. It's just amazing. I love it. You guys know how much I love Neil Morris. At number 11, it's the Canadian band Mystery and the lead-off track from their 8th album, Redemption. The song is called Behind the Mirror, and what a great riff that is, man. It's been running through my head for the last 4 months. Really powerful, really majestic, just amazing. They've kind of figured out who they are and what they want to be when they grow up. Mystery, great band from Canada. Now we're into the top 10, boys and girls. And oh man, these are 10 great tracks. Maybe I'll put a playlist together. Who knows? At number 10, it's Life's a Circus by Starquake. What in the world? Yeah, this is Mikey Wentz from Germany, his third album. This record is so much fun. It's, the album's called At the Circus, so there's all that kind of, circus imagery and stuff like that going on the album. And you know how we prog rockers love circus music for some reason, I just don't understand. But very solid. Starquake, check them out if you don't know them. At number 9, we're going to Atlanta, Georgia, and a band called Great Wide Nothing. The lead-off track from their latest album, Hymns for Hungry Spirits, Volume 2, was something called Blind Eye to a Burning House. Oh man, this song's good. It's like the second coming of Rush or something, man. This track is just dynamite. Great lyrics, great melody, really well put together. The production's great, super strong. It's rousing. It gets you going. Great Wide Nothing. Awesome at number 9. At number 8, I was shocked that this one, I thought for sure this was going to be my song of the year. It's Ocean Traveler by the Chronicles of Father Robin off the Songs and Tales of Aoria, Book 2. Yeah, the box set was all 3 albums, and Charisma's been releasing them, one at a time. Last month we got book 1. This month we get book 2. I'm thinking January or February they'll probably release book 3. But Ocean Traveler, man, that song is just so great. Everything I love about Norwegian prog, all wrapped up into one song. Man, I love the Chronicles of Father Robin. We'll be talking a lot more about them this week. Something tells me at number 7, we're going to Poland and Riverside. And the song is Big Tech Brother. Honestly, I could have picked just about any song off of ID. Entity. I just really like that album a great deal. But Big Tech Brother kind of feels like the statement piece on the album. Kind of feels like a purposeful type of song where they're telling a very specific story. And yeah, it's all in the title. You know what time it is. Big Tech Brother. Yeah, you don't want none of that. At number 6, it's Trevor Rabin, the great South African, finally releases an album of vocal material. It had been since 1989 or something like that he had a vocal album. Although Jacaranda came out like 10 years ago. That was a terrific record, but Rio is fantastic. What a solid record from Trevor Rabin. And the song I'm going with is Oklahoma. Yeah, there were a bunch of tracks on here I could have gone with, but Oklahoma's kind of stuck with me. It's the one I keep going back to. It's so atmospheric and cinematic, and it sounds so big when Trevor does those weird chord changes. Just amazing. What a cool track at number 6. Here we go now, the top 5. At number 5, going back to Norway with Jordsjo and the second track off their new album, Salaget. It's called Sankaren, and it's just incredible. All the changes that go on this song, the grooves that they lay down. Man, I love me some Norwegian prog, and Jordsjo is a big reason why. What an amazing song. What a great album Salaget is. If you don't know Jordsjo, I'm going to say that about every band, I guess, on this list at some point or another. At number 4, it's Pattern Seeking Animals and Somewhere North of Nowhere off their 4th album, Spooky Action at a Distance. What a fantastic band. What a great single this was. Really gives you a flavor of everything that they're all about, from the Spock's beardisms to the weird spaghetti western thing that they've kind of fallen into. I love Pattern Seeking Animals. All 4 albums are great, and Somewhere North of Nowhere is just fabulous. I keep going back to it and listening to it over and over and over. And at number 3, it's Steven Wilson and the final song off his latest album, The Harmony Codex. The song is called Staircase. It's like 9.5 minutes long. So again, it's almost into that mini epic territory, but I don't care, man. It is solid. It is strong. It is great. I really like the Harmony Codex. So much better than the last couple Steven Wilson albums. Welcome back, Steven Wilson, man. We were missing you in the prog realm. Your pop stuff's great. We like it. But, man, we prefer it when you're doing the prog. At number 2, man. Oh, I love this song. It's The Lost Boys by Marco Bernard and the Samurai of Prague off the album The Boy Who Wouldn't Grow Up. Obviously, it's about Peter Pan, and this is such a fun song, man. I just love it. Stephen Unruh's vocals are just terrific. The hook is great. It's so memorable, and I find myself singing along to this song when that chorus hits in the car, man. It's ridiculous. Pulling up to a red light, people think I'm insane. And finally, man, the number 1 song of 2023, and yeah, this is a shorter track, so I guess it just kind of makes sense that this here song clocks in at under 3 minutes, and my favorite song of 2023 was The Fierce and the Dead, their lead-off song from their brand new album. It's called The Start. The album was called News from the Invisible World. And Matt Stevens decided after 3 albums of really, really cool prog, post-rock, instrumental stuff that he was going to start having vocals in the band. So this is the very first song they've ever done with vocals. Kevin Feasey, the bass player, is the singer, so they didn't recruit some outsider. And man, from the minute this song starts, you know they made the right decision, man. It is so powerful. It is so great. When the band finally kicks in, it just head explodes. 3 minutes of awesomeness, 3 minutes of sheer power and amazing bliss in a Lydian mode. What else could you ask for, boys and girls? So anyway, that's my wrap up of the 25 best prog songs of 2023. Tomorrow, we're doing the best epics. I don't know how many I've got, because with epics, you've got a time limit and stuff. So I think I'm up to maybe like 21 or 22. I'm going to try to get it to 25. You know how I do. That's tomorrow. And then Wednesday, MVP 2023, Most Valuable Progger. Oh, it's going to be good. Mike Portnoy won it last year. The great Kimmo Porsti from Samurai of Prague won it the year before that. So I'm hoping it's not going to be a drummer this year. We don't want 3 years in a row with a drummer. Something tells me it will not be a drummer. Something tells me it's probably going to be a singer or a guitar player. But we'll be going through that Wednesday. And then a week from today, the big one, album of the year. That's December 11th, Monday. Mark your calendar. Set your notification bell. Anyway, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Scott. You know what I'm going to say, right? I'm going to say it right now, man. Peace in the Middle East. Right now. We need it right now. I don't care what side you're on. Both sides are right. Both sides are wrong. Either way, a ceasefire is the only thing we need to try to put some semblance of, sanity into the world. But, I'm not a decision maker, man. I'm just a guy with a YouTube channel. So peace in the Middle East, free Tibet, and God save the king. Save King Chucky III. That son of a gun needs your saving. Save him right now. Save Chucky. Save him right now. Chucky needs your saving. Save Chucky. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Peace.